Alright, welcome to another Steam Next Fest demo. This one's going to be Wardrum. This is a strategic game with a focus on rhythm-based combat. I believe what that means is that you will be following a combination of button presses to a beat as you choose the moves that you do on your turn. Sounds really cool in practice, so let's hop right on in there. I'll let this play out.
An ancient prophecy was foretold. The purple star fell and brought the unknown. Spreading false magic, it fights for control. Weakening rhythm, mother, taking its toll. We, the Wardrummers, must now take a stand. Destroy the threat and save our land.
Alright, so you can see it has like the HD sprite look. I do love this art style. I'm glad to see more games starting to do this. Alright. Let's get into the groove. Hit me. Take a look around the battlefield. Right stick moves around the battlefield. R3 gives me different angles. Okay. So in battle, my warband fights enemies in a series of rounds. Yep. We take turns one after the other. Oh, excuse me. We take turns one after the other. You can use all your units in a single turn, then all of the enemies will do the same. Okay, so it's like Fire Emblem, player phase, enemy phase. Every unit can move and use an ability. Your turn ends when you use an ability or wait. You can't move after the fact. Okay, fair enough. So that's all pretty close to what I'm used to from the few of these games I've played. Fight to the beat of the war drum. Use left stick to navigate to the war drummer. Do I have to use the left stick? I do. Oh man. I would like it if I could just use the D-pad, but so shall it be. So select him with A. Move him closer to the warrior, going to this tile specifically. Alright. It is done. I'm going to select the Rhythm of Power ability from the buttons on the bottom and select the warrior war drummer. And then I'm looking at the tooltip here for Rhythm of Power, and it is showing me the buttons I need to press and the order or the timing to do so. This is going to give him an aura that gives 6 to 9 damage for 2 turns. Switches passive to War Drummer's aura damage, which is plus 15% damage. Cool, let's do it. Alright, rhythm phase begins. Happens when I use an attack or ability. It zooms in, gives me button prompts to hit to the beat. First, it tells me which buttons to press and on which beat. Follow the indicator as it moves through the timeline and get ready to repeat the beat. As it moves through the second time, then it's my turn. Okay, so I let it play the first time and then I actually do the button presses the second time. I see. Okay, I was a little slow on those first two. I noticed I got the 9% there, so I don't know if 2 goods and 2 perfects was good enough for the max roll, or if I would have gotten an even better roll on the max roll. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so now I'm going to have my guy, Baruch Bladestorm. He's going to go over to the old training dummy there. Besides A, it can use the whole D-pad. Oh, well, that explains the D-pad restriction there, as well as B, X, noticeably not Y, left bumper, right bumper, and LT. Okay, that's cool. I like that. You can inspect the buttons, how well you do and affects the potency. Good and perfect beat hits do more damage and have higher critical chances. Okay, so I guess 2 goods and 2 perfects gives me the highest result. So would 4 goods have given me the best result? Who knows? Range and crit chance, stronger abilities to rhythm patterns. Okay, so I'm going to select Blade Strike, select the Scarecrow, And what are all these numbers I'm seeing? 41, 96, 167. Maybe I should have paid more attention to those tooltips. So I'm going to assume that 167 is if I crit, and 96 is if I do the best possible in the rhythm minigame, which I hopefully will. So we're looking out for a 96. You know what's funny is like hearing the sound effects of my attacks actually going through is throwing off my rhythm a little bit. Maybe that's cope. Wardrummer's aura. Cast an aura around himself. Yep. Units in the aura get the buff. Okay. So I was wondering about this. It's changed when I use an ability, so he's Sona from League of Legends. Drummer closer to the warrior. Go over here. And I'm not ready to use an ability with him just yet, so we're going to swap to this guy. Press A to use an ability on the dummy. There we are. Crit for a lot. Very nice. Stone Shoulders is on picket duty. Alright. So it's looking like this might be my first real battle coming up here. Perfect. We got mongrels. Alright, so we can change the way our units are positioned here. Let's see if I can get some information about these mongrels here, right? So that one's able to come straight ahead and attack where my drummer is, so I probably don't want my drummer to be there. Although, I'm going first, so I suppose it doesn't matter. Can I use these rocks to my advantage? Maybe. I would want, okay, so I would want perhaps my strongest warrior. What's the difference between this guy and this other guy? Can I inspect my player characters? Doesn't seem like it. And like, okay, so here's a thing with strategic games that kind of isn't necessarily my favorite. Like sometimes in a case like this, it feels like you are better off just kind of hanging back and then buffing up, letting the enemies take their turn and approach you, and then attacking them from there. And I just don't like that kind of gameplay. I just want to get in there and mash, right? Like the Giga passive passing and waiting for the AI to funnel into you is not something I'm interested in. And that might not even apply to this game. That's just my little mini rant about strategic games in general. Okay, so we're gonna put you here, we're gonna put you there, you here, I reckon. Cool. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Holding it together.
Alright. Now, does he have an aura? Is there an aura going right now? I can't tell. Buff details, maybe? Doesn't seem like it. So I'm going to want you to be... What in the world? Alright, let's move you...
Fair enough.
Oh, you can't even reach the wolves. Oops.
Fair enough.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I am just going to have to do one of these numbers here. And then I'm going to use you to do a Rhythm of Power on both of my guys. Cool. And then I'll pass my turn. Let the wolves funnel in. Alrighty.
No fear.
So let's, first I'm gonna move you one step forward like this so that both of my attackers are in attacking range. Then I'm gonna move you in right here and have you attack this guy. Alright, he's dead. Cool. Next I'm gonna have you move in right here and then attack this wolf right there. Hello? Can I attack you? Good grief. Okay, I'm having a little trouble with this UI sometimes. Wait, what was that saying? Alright, just A and A. Alright, that wolf's giga dead. And I might be able to move you up to this other one and just kill it. Let's find out. So I think I can kill it. Not quite. Alright. And then we'll take the hit. Ouch. Alright, and then he's cooked no matter who attacks him. Whoops. Alright, you... Cool.
That was new.
That battle is done. No, it's not. Wave 2. Shells. Explode. Alrighty. Items can be used once a round without upgrades, 3 times fully upgraded. Doesn't end the turn. Okay, so it's a free action.
Yeah.
Cool. So I notice my aura is still running and my allies are still boosted, but also my positioning has been
Storms.
considerably altered.
Need a bee?
Easy work.
Gather around.
So it's looking like once again it's probably ideal for me to just do the old... Wait. What's safe areas? That looks like a safe area, I think. And then this also looks like a safe area. And then this one right here. And then for you, I want to go ahead and use... Oh, I can't use Rhythm of Power, so I'm just going to end my turn. Let the wolves come up. Getting a nice clump. Alright, animated red lines shows the aggro. Oh, I didn't notice those earlier. Enemies might choose another target or do something else. B undoes movement, sure. LT toggles the range, yep. Alrighty, and now let's take a look at that item. Explosive shell. Small area, it says. Yeah, okay, so it's a big throw range, but the actual AoE damage area is kind of small. So with the damage from that, I should be able to easily kill one of these wolves with this man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So first I'm going to have Bardock come here, and then he's going to attack the wolf above him, like so. Cool. And then I'm going to have my drummer. Actually, we're gonna move the drummer last. So this man's gonna go here, stone shoulders. He's going to attack this wolf right here. cool. And then lastly, I'm going to have my drummer come and fight this guy with a 1-2, and that should kill. Very nice. And then now this wolf is just going to go attack somebody. Sure. Crit for 30, no big deal. Alright, and then I'm going to have this guy move into this spot right here, so his aura is applying to my other characters, and then I'm just going to bop this guy. Nice. Victory. Okay, so I've looted gold and rhythm essence. Okay. Caltrops, more items. I have a layout of my perfects, goods, bads, and misses. That's cool. Kept my combo going the whole time. That's nice. Oh no. Baruch, you've been left behind, my friend. Okay, I got a new song. This is going to shield an ally from damage. This is interesting. This plays into the enemy intents being shown. And it also roots me. That's kind of cool. Or maybe it... Yeah, okay, so immovable doesn't mean I can't move. It just means they can't move me. Alright. The other option is Mock. Inflicts taunted to enemies in the area and becomes immovable. Taunted is a 25 to 75% chance to be forced to attack the unit that taunted. I think I would rather have him have Mock for the time being. Let's take that. Cool. Oh dear, there's a lot of menus here. Let's get out of here. Hello, Rhythm Caster Emperor.
Let me shove this into your head.
Choose my warband. Okay. So we're definitely taking him. We're just taking the whole squad? Yeah.
Rhythm storm.
Alrighty. Oh man, I mashed through that. I shouldn't have done that. What would we like here? We have 50% thorns. We have take and deal less damage. Wouldn't be bad on my drummer. 15% magic damage. This wouldn't be bad on my tank either, since I put taunt on him. Let's put Stone Shield on him. That might be a mistake because he does good damage, but since I have two other damage dealers now, this seems like a good thing to spec into him. Alright, now we're going to equip that trinket. 2 stone shoulders. Right there, perfect. Off we go to the east. Perfect. Normal battle. Chance for predators to join. Alright. Yeah, talking about the weather. Sure. Planning phase. I'm going to want you the most forward you can be. And then you. Yep, this seems fine to me. Yeah, let's put you here. Damage down. Taken down, I mean. Don't have any enemies in range for that.
Do I have to?
Oh, you don't move very far, my friend.
Yeah, this again. You hold me.
And then now, I can bring you here, and then give them the Rhythm of Power. Wait, what's all this? Heartbeat. Heals a single target twice. Got it. And the regen aura will regenerate 5% max on the start of a unit's turn. Cool. Alrighty. And I think that's about as good as I can do. Unfortunately, I didn't, you know, take the care to look at my bowman's range of movement. Oh no, infested mongrels. So I guess this is my punishment for playing slow. I appreciate that the game has counterplay to that. I wasn't reading their text about making these enemies fight each other. Oh well. Right, so I'm gonna have you...
Let me at him.
Let's move my... Okay, I'm having a lot of... The controls for like moving your things is very awkward. Let's put you there. Park you for now. Let's put you here. And you can go ahead and attack. Crushing blows this guy. Oh, he won't die. Oh, that's right. I have him minus damaged. Almost forgot. Do you have a ranged attack you can use by chance? You don't. Alright. So let's bring you in.
Seen it all before.
You can go attack this wolf, I suppose. That wolf's cooked. Cool. And then the bowman, you can come in. Ranged units from many tiles away, yep. Oh, talking about the hold prompt, yep. Wow, it really does have a lot of range, good gracious. I could attack anybody I want. So everybody's trying to attack the bowman, it seems. Probably would have been wise to That's cool. That's really cool, having it like a hold and release for a bow. That just makes sense. So I should have shouted. Okay, they're infighting. Cool. Alright. Attacking the tank. This is all by design. More infighting. Sweet.
Okay.
So here would be a time where I could, I suppose, heal my guy. I'm going to move you up to attack this wolf. You're going to be out of the AoE for the damage, but it doesn't matter because you're dead anyway. Alrighty, wolf's down. How much damage is my bow going to do to this bandit up here? Well, it's going to do enough to kill the wolf, so let's... Good gracious. Let's go ahead and just kill this wolf. Wolf is down. Alright, and then this guy, I can just move him like so, and I can have him mock that guy. Or not. Oh, the AoE doesn't quite line up. I would need to put you here. And now the AoE lines up. There it is. Oh no, I missed! Alright, so we'll see if that taunt goes through. I goofed a little bit. Alright, you, let's move you here and then heal my friend.
Landing here.
Yeah, these songs are really cool. Are like these QTEs. I think they did a really good job with them. Like, they're so interesting. The heartbeat being, you know, thump thump, thump thump, or the bow being hold release. Like, that's good work. There's another game that implemented QTEs on attacks recently, Clear Obscure. They were a little kind of just throwaway QTEs. The ones in this game, I think, are very well done. Not throwing shade on Clear Obscure, it's just, I like this mechanic, You know, I grew up with Paper Mario, and I like how this game has implemented it.
Easy.
All right, this should just kill this guy straight up. It did not. So this will kill him straight up. Sweet. Alright, that was a cool fight. Curved blade, healing powder. Alright, that's a lot of levels up. Let's see if I have any skill tree choices. Yeah. So Baruch has challenge, inflicts marked, which is plus 20% crit chance. And he takes a crit, or a counter stance. Okay, so counter stance that's really strong. It does kind of conflict with the taunt on my tank, but I doubt it's that big of a deal. Visualize in the meanwhile. It'll buff an ability for plus 30% damage. Rhythm phase only uses the A button. I guess if I have provoke on the tank, it is technically better to have that on my melee damage dealer. Okay, so I see treasure here. I like treasure more than a question mark. Yes, a trinket. 0% crit chance, trinket gains plus 5% when taking damage, like forever. Oh, I see. Meanwhile, Bloodmancer will give me 50% more damage at low health, or 20% max health. Let's just take the Bloodmancer necklace, and I'll put that on my melee damage dealer. I think makes the most sense. That's the wrong button. Baruch, this is for you, my friend. Why do you have curved blade? What in the world? What? Huh? No, you don't. That's not for you. Take that off. That's for you. There we go. Alright, let's go to the question mark. Shiny stones. Huh? What are these? Okay, I'll find a forge later. Cool. I should have gone to this question mark so I could go up to the elite. That's my bad. Whoops. Normal battle. Alright, I see the enemies have an archer. I have a very strange deployment options this time
I'm a
around.
bit busy here.
Don't think that's a good spot for you, buddy. I'm actually going to call it here because time restrictions, and that looks like that'll be an involved battle. This was a really cool game. I really like their implementation of rhythm and QTEs in combat. I think they did a great job making the QTEs flavorful and really like immersing you in what your characters are doing. So big props for that. The rhythm aspect in general was just neat. The strategic combat, it was done well. Don't get me wrong. Not my kind of game, but don't take that as a condemnation of the game, right? Just because it's not my kind of game doesn't mean they didn't do a good job and that it's not a good game. I think this was a really cool demo, and I absolutely recommend you trying it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.